everyone. Welcome to the NUS Business E-Open House live panel. In case you just joined us, we are now live at the atrium of our very own business building, the Mokhtar Riyadi building. Excited to bring you on our NUS Business E-Open House, Be Agile, Be You, at NUS Business School, where you enjoy the journey of self-discovery and develop skills to be career ready. We have just ended our previous session on accountancy. And now, we shift gears to answer any questions you may have about our real estate program. I am Natasha Liam, a Year 4 real estate student. With me in this session, I have Professor Sing Tian Fu and Eddie Phua, the real estate professor as well as an associate director from Biz Careers. As a real estate student myself, I remember having many questions prior to applying. So, if you find yourself thinking the same, do keep your questions coming in on our Facebook Live comment section. We will do our best to answer as many of your queries as we can. Before we start, can we have Prof Singh as well as Eddie to have a short introduction of yourselves?
Okay. Thanks, Natasha. My name is Sing Tian Fu. I'm currently the head of the Department of Real Estate Business School. We are pleased to be able to join the E-Open House this year at the Business School Mokhtar Riyadi building. We have actually officially moved to Business School, and since last year now it's part of the family of Business School. Thanks.
My name is Eddie. I'm from Biz Careers, NUS Business School. Been here since 9 years, for 9 years, right? And I take care of a few sectors. One of it is real estate. So definitely here to be here to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you.
Okay, so to get the ball rolling, let's ask Prof Singh. So Prof, what does real estate mean to you?
Yeah, real estate is important asset class and also very close to the heart of many people. We cover issues from housing, as commercial real estate, all the way to policy about city in nature and so on. So real estate is actually is a very important sector in the industry and also a very important asset and wealth to many people. So real estate in the past we always focus on brick and mortar. Over the years, real estate have evolved in terms of the investment opportunity and so on. It become more and more integrated with financial asset. We can look at a lot of big company. They other than the business, their main business operation, I think a lot of them are also holding a substantial real estate components. Most recently, you probably heard about Singtel. Actually, they are redeveloping their headquarters at Comcenter. So this is a very huge real estate worth about $2 billion. This is important area. This is just one of the examples where real estate is so pervasive in our daily life. I mean, from the company all the way to individuals, every one of us looking into housing policy, because housing policy, especially HDB policy, impact more than 80% of us household in Singapore. So every one of us, every 9 in 10 of the Singaporeans should own their HDB flat. So all these public housing policy play a very important role. So real estate is about not just the physical real estate, it's also about our life and our livelihood. So it's very important aspect that close to the heart of many Singaporeans and the people here.
Thank you, Professor. And now, can we hear from Eddie about the career prospects of a real estate degree?
Thanks for asking. It is really a popular question. But then we do have a good answer for that because like what Prof Singh has mentioned, it's a huge sector by itself, and there are various different pillars within the functions of real estate. And students from our data shows that, in fact, most of them will have no issue, one thing, finding a job, definitely in real estate. The second thing is the spread of functions that they can get into. For example, we do have a cohort about 150 per year, and I can see that a lot of them has gone into internship that is, I would say, spread across maybe 50 different roles. Right? So you're talking about 150 students going to 50 different type of roles, and that's the potential that, again, when it comes to graduation, that is the amount of careers, different tracks that you can explore. Yeah? So yes, there's a lot of potential for growth there. Yep.
Maybe I'll add to what Eddie
sure.
comments. I think we look at real estate, basically the career prospect, there are two aspects of that. One is the public sector and
Yes,
the
sir.
other is private sector. In the public sector, we are always very closely connected with agencies like Singapore Land Authority, Urban Redevelopment Authority, Housing Development Board, Inland Revenue Authorities, and all these statutory boards actually involve one way or another in policy formulation. Policy formulation in the sense that policy that affecting the city, policy that affecting the housing, property, and so on. So we talk about cooling measures. I think all these are actually important policy. On the private sector, there are basically a lot of opportunity, diverse opportunity, like what Aidan mentioned. Basically, I will try to group them into 4 categories. One is actually about those companies. If you look at it, one of the closer or people most familiar with is CapitaLand. What is CapitaLand about? You know, is it a brick and mortar company? It used to be a brick and mortar company as a developer. In today, I think we look at the company, it's more like a finance company. They own multiple real estate assets. So this is one areas of career perspective where the company recruit people who know real estate and also have finance knowledge. And the other group of company is, as mentioned, the brick and mortar company involved in creating wealth. We call it developer. You actually try to convert a green field, a bare land, into a completed building, whether it's a residential building, commercial building, shopping malls, or even housing. These are the developer. We also have another category of a company is called the service provider. They are consultancy firm. You're probably familiar with companies like Jones Lang, LaSalle, CBRE, Knight Frank, Collier. These are actually service providers. They provide service, consultant service to some of the company. The last group, which is growing, we look at current market, a lot of opportunity in the financial sector, real estate investment trust, capital market, family office. They're actually owning substantial portion of real estate as well.
Prof, can we also add on another question to ask what subjects do students in real estate study?
We are not really a business program, but we study a combination because it's a very diverse and multidisciplinary course. We study all the way from finance, developments, law, and all the way to valuations and also asset management. These are the diversity and the nature of the project, the course, because the asset class, the focus is real estate asset, but we need to learn different disciplines that can help to actually improve and create value of real estate. So it covers a broad area from finance all the way to law, developments, and even valuation.
Thank you, Prof. So another question that we have is, what is the difference between NUS's real estate program and the real estate track offered by another university?
NUS real estate program started in 1969. So we have already about 50 years. We have actually produced 50 years of professional or graduate in Singapore, also overseas. And then this is a very established program. You can see many of our graduates working in many areas in senior position in different sectors. It's a very comprehensive program. It's a 4-year program. We study all the different disciplines in real estate. Unlike other special or major track, these are not a full-fledged real estate program, but they actually specialize in particular area, whether it's finance, investment, and so on. But they may not have a firm grounding at what we have gone through in the 4-year program, where the student had to really study all the different aspects of real estate, from the physical to all the way to law and finance and even valuation.
So if students are interested in real estate but they are doing another major, students from NUS, can they take real estate as a second major?
Actually, we have a major and minor program, a real estate finance major that is actually can actually be taken by students from business school, others students from other graduate program as well. We also have a joint minor program in urban study where students from geography and other faculty of art and social science, they can actually take this is one of the minor program. They also have we also work with business school where our students can also take a double degree, both BSc Real Estate and also BBA or BBA Accountancy.
Thank you, Professor, and thank you, Eddie, for the informative sharing. Unfortunately, time is catching up with us. We have to end here, but not to worry. As mentioned, we have a full day of live programs lined up. So do stay tuned for our next session starting in 10 minutes as we address questions related to marketing and human capital management. There are also lots to explore on our website, including FAQs, program briefing clips, and curriculum details. Feel free to email us or leave your questions in the comment section. We will do our best to address them. These videos will be uploaded on our E-Open House website, so do check those out. With that, I'm Natasha, together with Prof Singh and Eddie. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.